So when it comes to women's college basketball, there's no player that is a bigger red flag, heck, even maybe in basketball in general, of the downsides of the transfer portal and now the positives of the transfer portal. And it's Hailey Van Lith. Before we get on, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We're trying to hit 3930. We're 13 off. We could hit that by the end of the day. It'll be absolutely insane. So, Hailey Van Lith. She is a player that everybody's kind of known about. She was in that hyped high school recruiting class with Angel Reese, with Paige Beckers, with Dihina Pau Pau, with Camila Cardoso. And she was obviously, outside of Paige and maybe Angel Reese, the biggest name in that class. And don't worry, guys, I'm not the Trendy Hoopstars Twitter page. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is in that class. I'm just trolling. But Hailey Van Lith is playing super well. Again, she has come and it's funny. Maybe Notre Dame aren't as good as we thought they were. Or maybe TCU were incredible. Or maybe TCU just literally, when it came to Notre Dame, they just caused them to implode. As Notre Dame were after losing to Utah today. But yesterday, they beat Notre Dame in what was huge. And Hailey Van Lith, she was not good through through 2.5 quarters. She was so good in the third and fourth. So she's playing Notre Dame. She is 19 of her 21 in the second half. And again, she plays with Sedona Prince as well. The whole thing is people are like, oh, she's 23 years old. No one picking out. Pointing out Sedona Prince is older. But also that, like, she's what, a year older than Olivia Miles? Like, she's like a year older than Sonia Citron. Like, she is a fifth-year player. There are so many 6th and 7th year players in college basketball now. Like, she's a 5th-year player. But I'm not going to say she outperformed Hannah Hidalgo in the game. But to say that she'd at least went toe-to-toe with Hannah Hidalgo is completely true. And completely outplayed her in the second half. She had 19 of her 21. Sonia Citron could not guard her. She could not guard her. But Hailey Van Lith is averaging 19 and a half, 5 boards, and 7 assists. And again, they're killing USF today. And as you see, Hailey Van Lith turnover. But what does Hailey Van Lith have up to this point? Hailey Van Lith has 3 points, 3 boards, no assists, and has taken 1 shot. We're in the third quarter. We're in the first quarter, sorry. But she's averaging 20 and 7. Like, on the season, she's not leading NCAA D1 assists, but she's like, not far off it. She is putting up 20 a game, and it's not like the TCU Horned Frogs are bad. They are the 17th ranked team in the nation. They are probably going to be close to one of the top 10 ranked teams in the nation. And if you want to look at their full schedule, obviously they're winning this game. This South Carolina game on the 9th of December. This is where we see where they're really at. Because NC State, they've lost to some unranked teams. They haven't been good. Or they've lost to an unranked team. But like, they're 7-0. Like, if they go 9-0, lose to USC, and then go on a big win streak again, like, they don't play another ranked team until Iowa State, who are not that good. Like, let's be real, they're better than Iowa State. Like, the next time they play a team that I'm like 100% certain that they're playing West Virginia, like Kansas State. Like, they could honestly lose 4 to 5 games going into the tournament. Again, look, they only face one real top team. Actually, you know what? 2, because they beat Notre Dame. And Hailey Van Lith is a big reason. TCU were not projected to make the tournament. They could be like a 4 seed in the tournament. That's how good they are. And it's because of Hailey Van Lith. Like, yes, Sedona Prince is brilliant. Sedona Prince is super. And let's be real, if it wasn't for the off-court stuff, which obviously is extremely important, I'm not going to talk about it here, but you can look it up if you want. It is extremely serious. Like, it's not like saying just as like, oh, something that's meaningless. Like, no, it's a very serious off-court issues. But if it wasn't for the very serious off-court issues, Sedona Prince is a guaranteed first-round pick. And then you've got Hailey Van Lith, who I can see. I predicted her going number 9 to the... my prediction was her going number 9 to... What was it? The Seattle Storm. And the rumor is now, it's like, oh, people are... Or the Sparks are going to try to take her at 13. There's like teams all looking at her as in like a late first, early second round pick. And I think that's there or thereabouts where she's going to go. She doesn't really have the quickness to be this out-and-out scorer or starter-level player, but I do think that 6-woman role, or the sixth equivalent, like 6-man role, those like high-volume bench scorers, score-first, undersized players that like your Lou Williams, like your... I was trying to think what players. There's plenty of them in the NBA, like your Peyton Pritchards. They're never going to be a starter, but they're your spark plug players. I think she's a spark plug player at the W level. And it's funny, like, I made a video. This is me. These are the comments about Hailey Van Lith. This is before the season, when I said that Hailey Van Lith was going to be a star at TCU. Let's read the comments. Isn't the problem that she looked awful in her last showing against Iowa? The last thing we saw was looking awful. That's the problem with her ranking. And the whole video was because she wasn't ranked as one of the top 25 college players by ESPN. LSU ruined her. Hailey was title chasing, no big deal. She wants to play for Mulkey. She's going to have difficulty being a short 2-guard. You need to get away from these high school ranks. Any given year, you can throw a blanket over top 5. At Louisville, she was number 1 option. LSU was 3rd or 4th. She's out of the circle. Maybe best place for her. She really does not have much of a talent for a WNBA roster. LSU destroyed Van Lith's career. She went there for ring and nothing else. She was never a point guard. What the heck is this video? She looked washed her last game. She could not shoot her pass. Her looks also went down. By the way, 10 likes. Either nothing new, stating the obvious, or speculation. The channel has no value. No value because I said Hailey Van Lith was going to bounce back and be one of the best players in college basketball. One of the most liked comments. That's all his channel is. No value. Let's go to top comments. See what the most liked comments here. You need to get... Somehow her game's completely messed up, and I don't think she's a good point guard. She should regain her shooting and be a shooting guard. She isn't ranked because of her size. She was one of these lower-class high school teams from a town, whatever. It can sometimes, to be fair, it can sometimes be beneficial to be underestimated. It's very true. But yeah. So a lot of the liked comments were basically saying that either LSU destroyed her career or I knew nothing because I was saying that she's going to bounce back. I mean, if you watched her outplay WNBA players on the 3v3 team, you know that like her confidence was coming back and she's always been a bucket. She'll always be a bucket for whatever for the rest of her pro career. But yeah, it is a good one to see Hailey Van Lith back because again, Hailey Van Lith's cool to watch. Like I genuinely think Hailey Van Lith's a fun player to watch, so yeah, that is pretty much it. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.